you ever found yourself asking the question, why in the world do some people do what they do and say what they say? I went in, I signed the paper, and the lady said, glad you could make it. We'll call you shortly. I know I'm only 5'9", but you don't have to call me short. I was expecting a good report. Every year I get a good report. However, that day was different. I did not get a good report. Doctor said, your sugar is not doing well. You're actually pre-diabetic, and we're gonna have to put you on metformin. I was devastated. I've been going to that office for a while, but all of a sudden I saw a quote on the wall. It was always there, but I never saw it. But for some reason the quote says, you dig your grave with your fork. I thought, that's interesting. That's interesting. But here's the issue. While the quote is on the wall, I look at the doctor. His belly was overlapping his belt. That was contradicting the quote. I thought I'll play a little devil advocate. I said, Doc, what did you have for lunch today? He said, it's funny you asked. I forgot to eat breakfast this morning. I had a double cheeseburger, extra fries, and I'm at the doctor's office hoping that he can heal me, but obviously he's sick himself. Interesting. So I found an alternative way. A friend of mine contacted me. It was a company promoting a 90-day challenge. Within 60 days, I lost 30 pounds. I was just doing it just to lose weight. Now I started promoting the company. One particular guy I used to work with, I knew that his wife was always nagging about him, he needs to lose weight. So I walked up to him, I said, I didn't want to offend him. I said, do you know anyone that's looking to lose weight? He said, I don't know anyone that's looking to lose weight. Well, does your wife know anyone that's looking to lose weight? My wife? I'll ask her, I'm not sure. And I said, looking at his stomach, well, when you find out who's looking to lose weight, if you know anybody, let me know. This is what I'm doing. I thought that's interesting. And it was funny to me that most people that got on the product were already fit. But here's what got even more interesting. When I was doing the business side of it, I was speaking to a lady, and when I got to the part where you have to make an investment in order to be part of the business, all of a sudden she started changing her mind. And she stated, you know what, Stanley, I was interested about it, but now I'm thinking, I don't really need this because money can't buy happiness. I thought, wow. When was the last time you walked into Walmart and happiness was on sale? Happiness is not a product. What do you mean money can't buy happiness? And there was another guy who was sitting at his house. He said, Stanley, I really want to do this with you. I know you're an interesting guy. However, if I just can find some extra time, I'll do it. I started packing my stuff. I said, you know what, never mind then. There's no extra time. By midnight, that's about it. If you're looking for extra time, when was the last time you saw somebody walking around? I'm looking for extra time. Anybody have extra time? We all have 24 hours. And I have to agree with Bernard Shaw, who stated, 2% of the population think. 3% think they think. And 95% would rather die than think. So now I know why we have smoking doctors. You're a doctor. You know what smoking can do to you. Why are you smoking? And I've realized that actually knowledge sometimes can cause us to be more qualified to become a fool. Interesting. What I discovered is that if you just sit and observe what people do and say, you will find out that very little thinking accompanies their action, and very little action accompanies their thinking.